What's up, guys? It's Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball. Today I'm here with the brand new Luxe IDOL. We're going to unbox it, overview it, and we're going to shoot it.
And before we get into this, Tony, who is the best source for the Luxe IDOL?
You already know, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, it's lonewolfpaintball.com. So Luxe DLX comes out swinging. Brand new IDOL on the market. Not many people have seen it. It's been a lot of changes, and the first thing we're going to notice is even with the case. So let's take a look at this beautiful Luxe case, completely redesigned from the previous models. Nice, simple, matte black case. And on the inside, this is where the magic happens, though. So take a look. You have never seen a Luxe case ever displayed like this before. So we're going to take a little quick peek. We got nice little drawstrings there to keep everything nice and intact. If you guys are travelers, obviously going to some of the bigger events, the NXL, stuff like that, this is what they designed it for. I'm just going to say the previous cases, yes, parts and pieces, parts kits have fallen out before, so now they really kind of brought their game to the next level and listen to the players. So let's take a peek on this side first. We're going to look at, comes with two different inserts. One is labeled as a large bore, which we found out is approximately a 687. So we've got a large bore there. Next up, we've got a small bore Freak XL insert. We figured it out probably right around a 681. So we've got two different inserts that come with the marker, and then you've got a brand new barrel that's never been changed since 2008. So we've got a brand new, it's a 14-inch barrel, goes with the aesthetics of the actual gun itself. So we've got a brand new barrel included with the IDOL. And I think they really, really killed it with this new case. We're gonna just take a little peek, set that off there. What's going on in here? So as you notice too, all of your inserts, if you guys actually bought like a Freak XL case and didn't want to keep it in there, it's got plenty of extra spots for your inserts, or if you wanted a different barrel tip, whatever it may be. But then let's take a look at what we got going on here. Completely redesigned compared to the older models. They've got these individual pockets. So in here, you're looking at a full rebuild and parts kit for your new IDOL. Boom. Next up in the second pocket here, all completely zippered to keep this stuff nice and intact so it's not getting thrown around while you guys travel or going to the field. Brand new barrel cover. And then you've got your charging cord here. And then we're going to go over to this pocket. Looks like we're going to have some grease for your marker. Obviously, maintenance is very important to keep this machine tuned up. So make sure you taking good care of that. And then I think this is the actual outer strap for this case. So a carrying handle, which I'll show you here. So now you've got that located in. Obviously, you're going to be putting your carrying handle on there, so that's cool, included with it. And lastly, what do we got? Inserts going down. We've got Allen keys, so any maintenance, anything you need to do, velocity adjustments, stuff like that. Brand new set of Allen keys. And then it looks like a charging block for the actual marker itself. So it comes with the charging block. So very, very nice. I love the redesign on the case. I think they actually did a really, really good job with that. So we'll set that portion off to the side. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's get this stuff set over here. Bam. We're going to take this sucker out. And a lot of this stuff looks to actually be water resistant. So obviously we know you're out at the field. The conditions get a little crappy sometimes. So you're going to want something that's going to keep water away from your very expensive electronic marker. So let's take a look. We're going to be popping in to the brand new IDOL. There we go. So first things first. I mean, where are we going to start? Joe, would we start? You want to go from barrel into the gun? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I usually like to go stem to stern, so kind of start at the barrel and, work your way down.
All right, so we talked about the barrel already. It's a 14-inch barrel, comes with two different inserts, approximately 681 and a 687. So cool, y'all know how the barrel screws on. Luxe actually did get rid of, compared to the TM40, there was an O-ring sitting on the inside of the breech here that a lot of people, when they went to screw the barrel on, they couldn't get it on easily, but now they completely got rid of that. So I really, really like that feature. If you guys have an older Luxe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So quick threads, you can get this barrel on in literally a turn and a half per se. So I really, really like that feature. Next up, since we are talking kind of stem to stern here, compared to the TM40, they do have a tactile grip on here. The older one kind of was curved a little bit and did not have any of these slits back here. Obviously, as a paintball player, you know when your hands are greasy, sweaty, full of paint, you can slip. You don't have the best grip on here, so they've kind of kept it the same in the front, but in the back, like I said, it's kind of got like, it's got grooves milled in there, so when you guys are actually holding this marker, you guys are not gonna be slipping on there. I really, really like that feature. I think the biggest, not the biggest, but a big part in the role is Ryan Moorhead out of Houston Heat had a large portion of the development process with this idol. So obviously Ryan Moorhead, he's played a lot of pro events. He's been around the game a long time. So his influence on this marker has made the changes dramatically. You guys might look at it and be like, whoa, well, kind of looks like the similar Luxe. Yeah, Luxe has a following for a reason. They are like the Ferraris of the paintball world, and streamline, streak, everything looks the same. People are like, well, that looks the same, but hey, Fitz is over here too. He's not on the mic, but would you? Let's see. Is it going to turn on? Powering on. Welcome. The screen is on the side. The best resolution screen in the game of paintball. It still talks to you. You can see the actual screen on the side of the gun. They put a lot of thought into that. They didn't want it lower on the grip. They wanted it up higher up. Whether you're a left-handed or a right-handed shooter, this thing, it's going to do dreams for you. I think I'm going to talk, I really, really want to talk about the bolt system, but we're going to wait to the end for that. Since we're in this region here, would you guys notice anything? Joe, maybe, do you think this trigger looks like the TM40?
No, it's a completely different trigger. It looks to me. So
yeah, it's a now they were like almost like a Fang style. Now it's a shallow deuce trigger. So you do have the hump a little bit lower for the players that actually really want to get the walking feel. So they definitely changed the trigger on this new idol compared to their. It was a really slim and long trigger on the TM40s and the previous models, but they've actually switched that up.
Yeah, it feels excellent. When we were walking it earlier, it feels
100%. No, it's
really
it's
smooth.
A really smooth trigger. So we're going to go into the frame. I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about this marker since we're already in this region. Let's talk about how they changed obviously you saw the screen on the side, completely different. Let's talk about how they changed the actual snap grips on here. So no longer are there two screws that kind of snap in place. You're going to go to this back plate and you're going to pull this sucker off. Let me grab it right-handed. So back plate, they've got two little notches here. You're going to simply pull that off to access it completely toolless. I really, really like that feature. And then now you can kind of, well, take a look. Serial number hidden behind the back plate. Idol with the serial number on there. So they've definitely made a lot of changes to this. I really, really like that. Once again, completely toolless with the grips here. So you can just simply pull that down. And now you have access to the inside without busting out any Allen wrenches or things like that. You got your display screen here. And then through the back, you guys can actually replace the battery. You guys can charge the thing. So actually this little switch, let's see if I can't get my big old bear paws in there. Let's flip this up and then the actual battery will slide right on out. So if you guys need to replace or change your battery real quick, you guys can simply slide that out and use that little lever to get it going. And then obviously what they've done here is a modular component system with the board, so you don't have to replace a ton of the electronics if something does go bad. So say your screen, for example, goes bad, you can replace that individually without replacing the entire component system for here. So I think, DLX really thought about that. Like, a solenoid on a gun goes bad, you're talking close to $200. If any electronic components on a board go bad, it's not cheap, but now each component on this board can be replaced for a lot less money than what it was. So we'll throw these grips back on here and then we'll probably dive into the ASA and then go into the bolt system. We'll take a peek. So Joe, I know you're back there. Is there anything you would want to say so far as we unbox this brand new idol?
Yeah, so far, I love just the overall aesthetic of the gun, the milling, like you said. Luxe always, keeps a similar body shape, but, they change up the look. I love the barrel, the cuts they've done on there. Yeah, the body. The new LCD screen is awesome. Like Tony mentioned, he's going to get into some of the changes with the ASA. And then we got a bolt, so stay tuned for that.
With this brand new marker.
Yeah, a lot of times getting them back on, they can be a little stiff and, whatnot, so. But actually, well, even if you end up dropping the frame, you can probably even leave the grips off if you want.
We could do that. You could do that as well.
So yeah, if you once you drop the frame, the grips stay off anyway. So
all right, so are we gonna let's talk about the ASA. I'll go to the ASA. So it's redesigned from the previous model, the TM40. It is a stainless steel lever now compared to what aluminum they were using before, and it's a little bit fatter, a little bit easier to kind of get your hand in there to engage or disengage the air. So I really like that too. And they also made it easier to rebuild. So less components inside of that ASA lever. I really like that too. I said, you know, they've aesthetically on the outside, you don't see like a crazy amount of changes, but when you're really thinking about it, they've put a lot of you know, R&D into this marker, so I really digging that.
yeah, one of the other things I'll mention too about that ASA lever is, again, taking those players' feedback. The old Luxe lever, when it would flip forward, if your gun was sitting on a gun stand or sitting up on a table in the pit, you couldn't leave it, the air disengaged, you know, that lever would hit the table.
Correct.
So that new one has been designed by the player, so if it's sitting on a gun stand and you want to disengage your air, you can do it, and it's not going to be hitting the table and, you know, re-engaging.
Like I said, a lot of the small changes that people wouldn't really think about, but they've obviously put the thought into it, so I really like that. Yeah, let's drop the frame, because I know there's going to be a mechanical frame coming out for this. I know it's brand new in the market, but same as like the TM40, you got this latch up front, so we're going to slide that down, and then we're going to take the bolt out. I'm going to set it off to the side. We're not going to show you just yet. Take the bolt out, and then you have this actual lock in the back that needs to come up and out, and then boom, that's how the frame drops. So just like that, no tools needed, just your fingers. So frame drops easily. Once again, that the repairable solenoid, and in case you're going mech with it, you've already got that right here. Flip the switch and you can take that out. So nice. The eye cover is still the same, removable magnetic, really nice. Frame-wise, yeah, they've definitely done some electronic stuff too for the connections. They were, had not big issues, but some people complain if they got a little water in there, so they've made things a little bit more water resistant for the players that are out there diving in the rain and the mud and the slop. So I think they've done a really good job with that. So I like that. We're gonna lock this sucker back in here and keep it moving. Now I think we're gonna go onto the bolt. So we talked about the trigger, we talked about the barrel, and in the feed neck still pretty much the same, other than a different color thumb knob on there, but still. Joe, do you know? I'm going to put you on the spot. If you don't know, you don't know. Are they going to make a lot of different colors of the Idol?
Yeah. Right now, the standard color options, I believe there were 7 different colors. They're available for pre-order now. We already got a lot of orders in. So if you are interested in getting a place in line, definitely jump on and order them. We'll end up doing the part swaps too, but again, just with the demand being so high, we're just selling the standard 7 colors to start, to get you guys' orders filled as quickly as possible. The whole part swaps can, start getting you guys waiting for a while. But yeah, as soon as that's squared away, we'll have probably 50 different options, and of course we'll do custom anos and things like that. So there'll be more than enough options for you guys.
Okay, so plenty of color options coming soon. Obviously, this gun's brand new. And then just wait. Don't leave yet. Stay tuned. We're going to take this thing outside and shoot it after I'm done talking about the bolt system. So they've changed 5 components on the Idol compared to the TM40. The bolt can, the spool, the actual the firing chamber, and there's one more in there. Bolt guide. Okay, so 5 new components compared. So this is the Idol. And then we're looking at compared to the TM40. So a longer travel on the actually extended the bolt. This Idol is supposed to be a lot better on brittle tournament paint compared to, not that the TM40 was bad by any means, but obviously you're brand new gun, you're making some upgrades. So they've extended the bolt air exposure on the new Idol. So it is gonna have, they call it like a multi-phase actual pneumatic assistance here. So you're gonna be releasing less air in a longer amount of time. So it's not gonna be as brittle on the ball compared to the previous model. So obviously the TM40, it's really good gun, but they got to make some upgrades. So this is what we're looking at here. We've got the TM40 here, and then we've got the new Idol there. So they've got 5 different components that have been changed on the actual bolt system to improve efficiency and to improve it to handle brittle paint better. Obviously, these are tournament markers. This isn't your Tippmann 98 custom here. So a lot of the pros that are using these, they're shooting brittle tournament paint, and they need it to work as best as possible. So I really like that they've put, kind of A lot of thought into that bolt system. Obviously, it's super important. No one's trying to break a bunch of paint in the gun. So this is it. Idol over here compared to the TM40 guide. So this is what we got. What else would you like to cover back there? Anything?
No, I think for the most part, yeah, I think covered all the highlights. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, new Luxe gun everyone's been looking forward to. So most importantly, you want to take this thing outside.
Let's take it outside and shoot it.
Let's rip it.
We'll see you guys out there. Alrighty guys, as promised, I am outside now with the brand new Luxe IDOL. We're gonna take this thing for a test run. I'm shooting that GI 5-star paint, some of the most winning paint in paintball history. So let's turn the sucker on and see it rip.
Powering on. Welcome.
Can you hear that?
Luxe experience. Battery
It's talking to me.
Firing mode.
Let's turn it on. Let's get on with this. GI 5-star bright glow fill, the brand new Luxe IDOL. Let's see this sucker go for a ride. Ball on ball, shoots absolutely amazing. Literally zero recoil to this bad boy. None, not anything. Let's see it. I'm out of paint. Pizzo, bring me some more paintballs. Come on, Tina. I need some more paint.
I will say though, when we were shooting it inside, I mean, it was just smooth. Like you said, no recoil whatsoever. The gun,
super smooth.
It just doesn't feel like it's shooting.
And look how, Fitz, you got me? Watch this. You see how brittle that paint is?
No, but yeah, do it again.
You see how, oh, you didn't? Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful paint, shoots absolutely amazing out of this Luxe IDOL. Let's take it for a spin and one more time. Get them right now on the website. You guys already know it's the best source. And it's paintballbaby.com.